Hello gamers, welcome back to the Gaimerz. We have in-game pricing. Yes, it is beginning of the economy, and this is what I love to talk about. And we've got a prospector at 1.6. We've got a Hornet at 1.5. We've got, what else do we have? We have a buck at 1.1. So we're seeing the pricing roll in from our members in our Star Citizen Discord. This was from FTR's stream. I happen to think he's a very rational commentator, and he brings about a voice that should be listened to, because he's not always white knighting and championing the game. He's being realistic about the game. So this is very interesting information to me, because a lot of people would say, don't worry about it, this is the beginning of the economy. And I get it, it is. The framework's being set, and these are just placeholder prices. But these are more than just placeholder prices. This is an indication. This is an indication of where SIG wants to be having the prices of these ships at. They're not just willy-nilly throwing in a price for the shit and giggles of it. They're actually saying, okay, well, this is kind of what we think about it. There's thought processes being involved by Chris, by SIG, on what these ships should be valued at. Some of them are a little high, and my point being that the argument shouldn't be these are placeholder pricings, and SIG's going to be able to actually modify the valuation of each ship, so don't worry about it. The argument should be that we should have the power to have valuation on adjusting prices on these ships, and under the current setup, under the current framework, we do not. The only effect that we might have is that we might be able to change the pricing or modify, tailor the pricing on the parts that go into making the ship from the ship manufacturers. We will not be able to manufacture ships. Only the AI will be able to, only the NPC, only SIG. That equals SIG. And SIG is going to make sure that the prices are going to be fluctuated high, because it is their only revenue source right now, besides subscriptions, which aren't that much. The revenue that they are making are from ship sales. They don't want us to be able to have any say on the valuation of the ships. They also, therefore, probably don't want us to have a lot of effect on the valuations of the actual items that go into building the ships, which are actual market items that we are going to be able to have some ability to trade and buy and sell and maybe even manufacture. And that's what we really need to focus on. We really need to focus on, as industrial players, will we have the ability to have effect on pricing of not just the little parts and pieces and the ammo and the bullets and the missiles and all those types of products, the raw ore, the minerals, you know, the fuels, those types of things. We should also have an effect slightly, I would imagine, on ship pricing, because at 1.6 million, that could be a grind. I know that there are people out there that can make about 100,000 credits an hour, but I think it's far and few between, and you're talking about traders that have larger ships, that have bought these ships with real life money. But when you get into the game releasing and people are just coming into the game brand new, they're going to have a hell of a grind if they haven't paid actual cash for the ships to get a decent ship. As you can see, the huge drop down in price when you get to an Aurora goes down to, here's an LN, an Aurora LN goes down to 367,000 credits. Now, perhaps the saving grace is the fact that you can rent these ships, right? They're letting you rent them. It's a giant economic sinkhole, though. You're not owning anything. I've been renting an apartment for years that I can't stand, that I'm just sinking money into. But I would much rather put money into a house that I can own. Renting a ship isn't really going to do much for you, other than maybe give you the ability to rent like a larger trade ship so that you can bring in more cash, so that you can buy a ship that's like 1.6 million in credits. But it also, I think, will give people a chance to actually do more player based projects that are going to bring them in more credits that way. So I don't know here. I'm just getting a little bit worried. I just want to throw that out there. What do you guys think about the ship market, about valuation, about us having an effect on pricing? I think these prices are more than just a placeholder. I think they're an indicator of what's to come. And I think for the industrial players, another shot across the bow. I think you need to be on alert. I think you need to be a little bit more skeptical and I think you guys need to actually like be a little bit more vocal on the type of gameplay that you want. Thank you for watching. On to Gaimerz. Always going to cover economic issues here, and gonna slide into getting into more gameplay and fun. And thanks for watching here. Appreciate you guys.